Patreon. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are staying safe, giving thanks for the things you do have. Just want to post a Patreon video. Just to thank you guys for sticking with me. I have the best support system. I couldn't ask for better family, for better friends. It's very cliche because I had a friend who was influential in my town. His name was John Stanberry. Everyone called him Steez. He was like one of the best skaters in my town. And he was one of my best friends. And we met when we were little kids, and ever since I could remember, he had diabetes to where he needed to constantly check his blood sugar, and he had to wear a medical device on his stomach. But he was really good at skateboarding and athletic. He just had diabetes, but he smoked and drank. And he ended up in the hospital. While he was in the hospital, he was in bad shape. He went into the hospital. John was probably 5'5". When he went into the hospital, he was probably 165, 170. He wasn't a small dude. He was not chunky. He was just solid. But when he came out, he had lost some weight. He was probably like 140, 135. And he started going really hard for the community after he had gotten out the hospital. He was doing that before, but once he had gotten out, he started to go really hard with the community. And I specifically remember him posting a video right after he got out of the hospital about how thankful he was for life and how God had blessed him and saved him. And he said that he felt like he had gotten a new chance at life. And I loved John. His family were very sweet people. And he had just had 2 or 3 kids. And he ended up passing away shortly after that. And so I recently just went to the hospital. I had to be admitted for 5 days. I had a condition known as rhabdomyolysis. It's whenever your kidneys are trying to filter it's whenever your kidneys are attempting to process a lot of muscle, like your own muscle tissue. So bodybuilders usually get this whenever they work out way too hard and they break down their muscles way too quickly. And so when people start to get into lifting heavy weights, the doctors always tell them to admit themselves to the ER if they have any blood in their stool or urine, even the slightest amount, because that's the initial sign of rhabdomyolysis. And so in my case, I was fortunate enough to get to the doctor, but it had taken its toll to the point where if I would have not went to the doctor, I would have either died or I would have had to been on dialysis for the rest of my life. And the whole scenario and how it happened and me getting into the hospital and all that, it was an eye-opener as far as the lifestyle I was living and the company I was keeping. And so now that I've made a full recovery, my strength, as far as my liver and kidneys and all that, I've made a full recovery. It's just, I'm just getting my body straight back. Like, I am not able to do as many push-ups as I could do before I went to the hospital. So I'm slowly getting back up. But when I think back about my friend John's video when he got out the hospital, the thing that I felt was so significant that I feel is different for me is he said that God gave him a new opportunity. Whereas me personally, I feel like God didn't give me a new opportunity. I feel as though God was not necessarily restarting me or giving me any sort of like new chance or anything. God was just showing me how in control he is. Because it's very easy to get caught up in the moment and forget that we are at the mercy of our Father. We should fear nothing but his wrath. And if we move in accordance to him and devote our being to the Father, then all we do is bask in his blessings and give thanks to him. That's all and it makes life so easy. So I don't feel as though I was given a new opportunity. I feel as though God just showed me, he's like, hey man, I blessed you with a working mind, powerful body, a loving family. Don't take it for granted. And then he woke me up. And so ever since that day, I've been making, let's just say before I went to the hospital, every 10 decisions I made, I'd say about 4 or 5 of them would be bad decisions. Whereas now, every 10 decisions that I make, maybe 0.4 of them are bad decisions, or 0.3% of them. Not even a full 1 of the 10. I'd say less than half of 1 of the 10 times I'm gonna make a bad decision. And that's strictly because of weakness on my part, and that's what I'm striving to better myself in. There was a time in my life where I didn't get upset at anything. I was just playing some COD. There was a time in my life where I never got upset. I was always happy, very thankful, giving, charitable. And then it's because I had gotten very close to God. My spirituality was very high. And I simply let the temptations of the world distract me from the life God blessed me with. And so now that's what I'm working on, getting back to my highest beat self. I've got New Year's resolutions, 2026. I'm not arguing with anyone, and I'm not getting upset. Me and one of my friends, we sat down and we calculated a formula that we can implement in social interactions, as far as whenever we're, let's just say, what the formula that we came up with was that 100% of all social interactions that I am in, if the person that I'm in if the person that I'm having the interaction with does anything sort of negative, like if they give me any sort of ambient BS, I'm going to consistently respond with simply ignoring them. And that's going to lead the interaction down two paths. If the person who I'm interacting with, whoa, come holler at me. You hear me? Come holler at me real quick. Hold on, y'all. All right, yeah, my bad. So yeah, the formula we figured out was that 100% of the social interactions that I'm in, when the other party faces me with negative BS, 100% of the time I'm going to consistently ignore them. That's going to lead the interaction to go into two different routes. Either the second party is going to repeat themselves, or they're going to think to themselves in the time that I give them that I'm ignoring them. They're either going to repeat themselves, or they're going to be like, you know what, I'm being catty and nonsensical. Let me not repeat what I just said. And so that's a strategy that I'm going to start using in 2026. And I'm going to do a lot more posting. I'm just in a really good space right now as far as mentally. I'm going to start investing in myself a lot more as far as my videos and spiritually becoming the best person that I can be. Spiritually, mentally, physically, like I'm going to start practicing my humility more. And we're just going to go on this journey together. So Patreon, you guys are going to definitely get more videos than YouTube. But definitely subscribe to the YouTube so you can see the lives. Because we'll be live streaming COD Mobile, Pokemon Pocket, and, other games. I just don't want y'all to give up. I don't want y'all to feel as though everything's lost, or feel as though you made one bad decision and the whole world is against you. It's not like that. Check out my OG. If you know, you know. I said OG. But yeah, it's not the end of the world if you make one mistake. And don't be afraid to let people go. The only people you have that you're stuck with are your family. Friends or associates, people that you meet, don't give them chances. You can give your mom chances. You can give your brother chances. Your sister, you can give her chances. But don't give strangers that you meet chances. Because if you're a good person and you don't take advantage of anyone and you're a kind soul, people will take advantage of you. The first time someone shows you that they're willing to take advantage of you, don't ever, ever, ever forgive them. Just take the loss and immediately get them out of your life. Trust me, you will go through way more suffering trying to help people who are actively trying to hurt you than not dealing with them. Helping people, you'll end up coming out on the bad end. And people will guilt trip you and make people will try to make you feel bad for not helping them or not letting them take advantage of you. So don't fall victim to that. Don't let them, because if they do it one time, they'll do it twice. But trust me, you'll find people in this world who genuinely don't want anything from you. They only want to make sure you're good. They actually enjoy spending time with you, playing video games. They actually enjoy sending you memes. They actually enjoy sitting down, eating meals with you, or riding on the beach, or just talking to you. And they don't mind giving you $5. If they need a ride somewhere and you give them a ride, they're gonna say, "Hey, I got $5. Can you take me?" Or they're gonna say, "Man, I'm busted right now. I don't really got any gas money, but I really need to go here, man. Please, can you take me?" Anytime if someone's like, "Hey, can you do something for me?" If someone asks you to do something for them and they don't immediately say, "Hey, this is how I'm gonna compensate you," or "I'm not able to compensate you right now." If they don't say either one of those two things initially, you got to watch out for this person, because they're probably a leech. They're probably what they call in Texas, they call those people roaches. There are a lot of roaches in the world. But then, like I said, you have people who will offer you food every time you come to their homes. Every time they talk to you, they ask you, "How are your family doing?" You guys might have a transactional relationship, but you'll find that the first time you move the relationship from transactional to intimate, not necessarily want as far as love intimate, but on a higher level than just this transactional relationship that we've been on. Once you attempt to move that relationship to a higher level, you'll see that they show their appreciation for you. They're like, oh man, oh well, dude, I would love to hang out. Or, man, yeah, dude. Because you'll notice the people who are the best people aren't hurting for friends. They're not tripping on being alone because they got a phone full of people that fuck with them. So I just appreciate you guys for sticking with me. And I've been taking for granted the blessings that I have as far as my family and friends and my abilities that God blessed me with. And I just want to apologize to you guys. And I just want to give thanks to God for y'all. And give thanks to God for Him blessing us for another day. And so we're gonna start going live on YouTube, probably put my mom on there. We're just gonna do it the right way this time, guys. 2026 is our year, all right? Believe it. All right, love y'all. Stay safe. Give thanks.